What's going on, everybody? I wanted to do this for a while, so I figure I'm going to do it now. I've wanted to do a review on my 2008 Kawasaki ZZR600. I'm actually selling this bike, so this is going to be a review and a bit of a tribute to what's been my first motorcycle, first street bike. I've owned this bike for over a year. I bought it last summer of 2011, and like I said, it's been my first bike, and it's been a great bike. So a little bit about this bike. It's obviously 600 cc's. It's actually rebranded 2002 or 2001, 2002 Ninja ZX6R. They just came back and brought it back as the ZZR, and it's actually considered a sport tour bike. So it's not quite in the super sport category, which is one of the reasons I bought it, because the insurance rates were great. So I have the greatest driving record, and this thing kind of fit the bill perfectly, and it's been a great bike. I can't say how good it's been. It's been amazing. Loads of power. I mean, it's 600. It's very easy to ride, very comfortable. It's a great looking bike too, I think. You know, some of the styling might be a little bit dated. Obviously, it's an early 2000s design with the pipe out there, and swing arm is kind of dated, but fairings are good. Tank looks good. Bought the bike with what's pretty much been done to it. It's got the Two Brothers slip-on, integrated tail lights with the brake light. It's got the flush mount turn signals. I put some new tires on. I put some Michelin pilots as soon as I bought the bike. I bought the bike with 7,000 K last August, and she's got almost 13. So yeah, I did a bit of riding this year, and got my feet wet, and I really enjoyed it. So anybody that's looking into getting into motorcycling, I guess more specifically getting into a street bike, I think this is kind of like the perfect starter bike in my opinion, for a number of reasons. It's comfortable. It's not that heavy. It's got the power, and some of you might be thinking, start on a 250 or 300 or a smaller CC bike. But for me, I mean, my opinion, I think you outgrow those bikes pretty quick. And at the end of the day, the rider controls the throttle. So I think it's better to have the power there than not to have it there. And as long as you're mature and in control, and take your time to get to know the bike, you're going to be just fine. And I'm only selling it because obviously, I don't know if you see this thing in the background, but I've decided to upgrade, I guess you can say. This is my dream bike, and I ride with a bunch of big boys, so I got to kind of keep up, right? But I'm older too. I'm going to be 40 next year, so I got into this motorcycling thing pretty late. And if you can see in the background there, but I'm riding dirt all my life. Street's always been in the back of my mind, but I've had a pretty lousy driving record, and the insurance rates are always kind of killer. So I think I'm over that hump now. I'm a lot more mature, and I respect the roads a lot more. And actually, you know what? Taking the MSF course and getting on two wheels makes you appreciate the roads a lot more, and makes you really grow as a driver, in my opinion. At my age, anyway. But yeah, great bike. She served her purposes very well. I've maintained her very well. Changed the oil a couple times already. Put the AMSOIL synthetic, Can-Am filter. I don't know what else I can say about this bike. I guess cons would be that it's carbureted. It's a bit of a bitch when it's cold, warming her up. Fuel injected bikes are a little easier, obviously, but on the opposite end of that, you've got nice throttle response with a carbureted bike, in my opinion. Dated design a little bit, that kind of got to me just a little bit. I wanted something a little more something that popped a little more than this. And that's it. The power, I guess, too. You know, this thing here in regards to power, you really got to be in the higher RPMs to really feel it. It's kind of lacks a little bit in the low to mid. Obviously, being a 600, you got to rev it out. But you know, at the end of the day, really, more power than me or you will probably ever need. So yeah, I just kind of like low end, mid range torque. Hence the 1000 RR. Really like straight line acceleration. That's where I get a kick off. I'm in Toronto, so there ain't really any canyons to ride up here, but you know, a few nice roads, I guess, nice country roads, and you know, the on and off ramps to the highways are always fun. But straight line acceleration, yeah, I kind of love that. But anyway, great bike. So I don't know. I hope this helped. And if you're considering getting a ZZR, I definitely highly recommend it. Great bike, very reliable, very comfortable, good power, good ergonomics, all around good bike. So another thing I like about this bike too is that it's got the high and lows on both lights, so it's very bright. You really see very well at nighttime with this thing. So I guess every walk around you have to have a startup. So here we go. I already warmed her up, so if I'm revving it out, she's warm. Get a lot of compliments with that exhaust, that's for sure. It definitely sounds pretty good with that Two Brothers slip-on. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and like I said, great bike. Definitely recommend it, especially if you're beginning and you're looking at this video, thinking about getting into street biking, and you've considered this bike. You're on the right track, my friend. Anyway, take care.